my figure shit. It's that step in.
Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nidiya and welcome to another fragrance video, you guys. As you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to be reviewing Afnan Supremacy Pink. It looks like this. It looks like this. I purchased this fragrance, I blind bought this fragrance because I was on TikTok, going on Fragrance Talk, looking up Louis Vuitton dupes. Because it's like, do I really want to spend $320 a bottle for the Louis Vuitton fragrances? I absolutely do not. So y'all know if I can find a good dupe, I would try. Now, when I ordered this, I ordered this because it's supposed to be a dupe for this Louis Vuitton fragrance right here. Okay. So, when I ordered this, I had actually smelled that Louis Vuitton fragrance. One of my coworkers had a sample of it that was given to her. So I was like, oh, let me order this fragrance and then I'll compare it to her sample, because I could not remember how it smelled. I wore it, I loved it. I remember wearing it and thinking, oh my God, I really like the way this smells. But I do not, unfortunately, I do not remember how it smells. And when I contacted her to tell her, hey, bring your sample so that I can bring it and compare it, she was like, I used it. So here we are. We're flying blind, you guys, with this. I do not remember in comparison how that smell compared to this. I am sorry. My intentions were to do the comparison, and that's why I ordered this, because I was like, oh, she has the sample. That's all I need to do is be able to smell them next to each other. But her sample's gone. So we have this, and we're just gonna have to talk about this today. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so we got this in, and those are just my little disclaimer, because I know y'all are gonna ask me, well, does it smell like the Louis Vuitton one? I do not remember. I wore it, I loved it, I just don't remember what it smells like in comparison to this. I apologize, and I'm not gonna order the sample just to see. If anything, I would order, I was actually going to order from Unleashed again, but I don't know how I ended up on the reviews, because I ordered my Louis Vuitton A-Trap Revs the Unleashed version of A-Trap Revs. I ordered that and I got it in, no problem. I loved it. But I went on the reviews, I actually went on their Instagram, and every freaking, it's like they hadn't really been on there. And then the comments that were on there are of people saying they have not gotten their order and it's been months. So I was like, are they shutting down? Like, what's going on? I don't know. So if y'all have ordered from, because I'm the one who told most of you about Unleashed, because I was told about Unleashed. So if y'all have ordered from Unleashed lately, let me know down below in the comments if y'all ordered from them and you guys have actually gotten your fragrance and had no problem or anything like that. Because if that's the case, then I will go ahead and reorder my A-Trap Revs, reorder the Rose fragrance, and I think I had built a complete cart from them, ready to pull the trigger, until I went on their Instagram and saw that people were complaining that they hadn't gotten their fragrances. Their fragrance, I know if their version of A-Trap Revs smells the way it smells, I can only imagine how the other one smells. So I was really excited to order more from them and to replenish my A-Trap Revs, because I'm just not ready to spend the money on it. I'm just not. Anyways, here we are with Supremacy Pink. So that's what the bottle looks like. It came in just wrapped in plastic, no other fancy box or anything like that. And this is what the bottle looks like. Tell me that it's not super duper cute, you guys. Look at that. It is so cute. So, okay, just admire the bottle really quick. All right, that's what she looks like. And then this is what she looks like in the back. Turn it back around in the front. It has like this little gold coin here. This comes off, and then the top is just a regular top. And this looks like that. All right, so we're just gonna jump into the main accords, you guys. Main accords are rose, floral, fresh, musky, powdery, white floral, soft spicy, amber, and violet. Supremacy Pink by Afnan is a oriental floral fragrance for women. Top notes are pink pepper. Y'all know I love pink pepper. And violet. Middle notes are rose, peony, and lily of the valley. Base notes are musk and amber. First of all, I have not looked at the notes until I looked this up tonight. I didn't. Clearly, when you smell this, it is very clearly a rose fragrance or whatever. So of course I knew that when I got it, because this was supposed to be the dupe of the Louis Vuitton fragrance. Pink pepper and rose is always a good combination. I love pink pepper. Rose, as long as it's done right, I love, I can deal with rose as long as it's done right. We have lily of the valley, peony, pink pepper, rose, amber, and musk. And the musk is not a problem, child, in this fragrance, you guys. This smells really, really good. Like, really good. I do like this. This is definitely a rosy fragrance. If you're not a fan of rose, you will not be a fan of this. But this is not a rose fragrance that you'd be like, oh my god, it smells like old lady rose. This is not that. It is a very, very pretty rose. And if I'm not mistaken, it's like when I'm smelling it, I'm like, okay, I do kind of remember Louis Vuitton smelling like that. But I just can't say 100% that it smells exactly like it. I would like to be able to do that, but I cannot because I don't remember what it smells like completely. I also remember that it was very rosy, but I also remember that it was a very pretty rose. This is also a very pretty rose. This is not a questionable rose. This is not one that everyone's like, does it really smell like rose? And I don't think it smells like rose. But it is a, like they said, an oriental floral rose. Keelan sounds like she coming through the wall on us, don't she? This one is down below, you guys, in my Amazon storefront. I think it is worth the buy. I think it is worth the blind buy if you like rosy fragrances, but this is a very pretty rose fragrance. You can definitely smell the rose. You can definitely smell the pink pepper in this fragrance. You can smell the peony in here. All of the notes in here, it's so, not all, most of the notes in here are definitely favorites of mine. I love pink pepper. I love amber. I love peony. So I really do enjoy this. This is a nice rosy fragrance. You can definitely smell the violet. I don't recall any of my fragrances having violet in them, but I actually do like it in this fragrance because it is a good mixture with the other ones in there. It's really nice. I do like it, but you also, like I said, I've said how many times in this video, do not blind buy this if you do not like rose. If you like rosy fragrances, then you would possibly enjoy this, but this is not something that a person that does not like rose should jump out there and blind buy. The price is right because it's only $25. So you might feel like, oh, you know, it won't hurt if I blind buy it because it's only $25. If you feel like that, hey, jump out there and do it. The bottle is really cute. It is pink. It is definitely gift worthy if the person that you're gifting likes rose fragrances. It's very feminine. It is a very pretty smelling fragrance. I like it. I can only imagine that it's going to get better once it sits. I have had this for I think about a week and a half. So it hadn't sat that long. I enjoy it, you guys. It is a very feminine rose fragrance. If you're a pink pepper fan, I feel like you will really like this. If you're a peony fan, you will really like this. You have to also be okay with violet if you like this, because you can definitely smell it in there. Smelling it on my hand, it's on my chemistry, it smells rosy with peony and a little bit soapy, which is a really good thing because it's giving me clean rose. I like it because it gives, like I said, the cleanness on my skin. You can tell like the white floral main accord. Also, it's a nice fragrance, you guys. Again, it will smell different on everybody, of course, because of our body chemistries. It's really sweet. It smells clean on me because of the powdery and the white floral mixing in there. It's really nice. I do like it. Only blind buy it if you like rose fragrances. The strength on this, I can tell, is definitely controllable. One spray on my hand, it comes off as a soft fragrance, but I can tell that if you spray a lot, then it will be a heavier rose fragrance. Of course, I'm gonna jump out here on the limb and say this, because sometimes you can kind of tell. I'm afraid that it won't last long. That's the only thing about it. I have not given this a full wear test to see the longevity of how long it'll wear. Sometimes in fragrances you can kind of tell that they might not last long. I feel like I may get 3 hours out of this, if that. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's what I'm picking up on, and I'm normally not wrong on that. But nonetheless, it is a very nice fragrance. It is a soft fragrance. It's beautiful. I'm happy with the purchase. I don't mind what I'll possibly get out of this for $25, because it does smell really good. Maybe one day I'll get the sample and be able to compare it for you guys to the actual Louis Vuitton fragrance. But as for right now, this one is beautiful. It smells really good. It smells really rosy, clean, powdery. I like it. Okay, you guys? So that is just my 2 cents on Supremacy Pink from Afnan. Before you leave, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.